Our first inductee will be from the baseball team. This is the second player in the history of the USA South to earn Conference Player of the Year twice after leading the captains to the NCAA tournament in each of his junior and senior seasons. Trey Bailey, our first Hall of Fame inductee. He was a second-team All-American in 2008. Was also the Region Player of the Year that season and remains the only captain in program history to earn Region Player of the Year honors. He was a shortstop, and his name still litters the captain's record book for both single season and career records. He ranks 5th all-time in career batting average, on base percentage, and slugging percentage, and he registered the 3rd most hits in program history with 219. He drove in more runs than any other captain with the exception of just one, with a total of 157 career RBI. So our first Hall of Famer standing now at midcourt, Trey Bailey from the CNU baseball team. And Trey Bailey gets a nice round of applause here as he is welcomed to the Athletic Hall of Fame. And we're going to move this along quickly as Jesse Heavenrich will be inducted from the CNU volleyball team. Jesse Heavenrich, following a pair of strong seasons as a freshman and sophomore, she hit a whole new level during her final 2 years at CNU. She earned second-team All-America honors during both campaigns. She was also named the USA South and Virginia State Player of the Year in 2010 and 11. And while at setter, the captains posted an overall record of 145-22 with a perfect record in conference play of 72-0. She helped CNU reach 4 straight NCAA tournaments, including the first 3 regional championships. As a junior, she posted her first 1,000 assist season and averaged 10.5 assists per set. The following year, she continued her run, posting over 1,000 assists while leading the captains to the NCAA National Championship match. Our second Hall of Famer inducted here today, Jesse Heavenrich from the CNU volleyball program.
Well, with just the first 2 inductees, Francis, they each have their own page, so you're gonna have you got a lot of reading to do, partner. What accomplishments! Wow.
2 very decorated former captains, Trey Bailey and Jesse Heavenrich, and now we'll move on to men's soccer. Brian Liebert will be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Brian Liebert, first player ever in CNU history to earn first-team All-America honors. Liebert joined Hall of Famer Gerard Mosley on that exclusive list in his senior year. Actually, he was the first All-American in 25 years since Gerard Mosley had been an All-American.
Wow.
He's just the second player in league history to earn Conference Player of the Year honors twice in his career, and he was honored as an All-American in both years. Stepping in as a starter from his very first game as a captain, Liebert pieced together one of the most decorated careers in CNU men's soccer history. A dominant force on the field, he helped lead the captains to 4 straight NCAA tournament appearances, including a pair of runs to the Elite Eight in 2008 and 2009. An exceptional facilitator. He appeared in 89 games and established a new program and league record that still stands today with 45 career assists. Brian Liebert from the CNU men's soccer program. So we've had Trey Bailey from John Harvell's baseball program, Jesse Heavenrich from Lindsey Birch's volleyball team. Brian Liebert played for Steve Shaw in the men's soccer program, and now we're going to look at a men's tennis player in Eric Schulman, one of the greatest to ever play tennis at CNU and really one of the greatest ever in any sport. Schulman set a number of records during his time at CNU. He became just the second player in CNU athletics history outside of track and field to earn 4 All-American honors during his career. He was a 3-time singles All-American and capped his career with a doubles All-American honor in 2012. A nationally ranked singles player throughout his career, Schulman was the 2009 USA South Rookie of the Year and a 3-time USA South Player of the Year. He holds the program career record for singles and doubles victories, the single season doubles wins mark, and also tied for the single season singles record His 86 wins was an individual record, and he tops that list by nearly 20 victories. His 80 career doubles wins is 18 higher than the second ranked. What a career. Eric Schulman, our fourth inductee from the men's tennis program, and now we wrap it up with a men's track and field athlete. This goes back a bit, but Tony Smith is welcome here at the Freeman Center as one of the most decorated men's track and field athletes in history. Tony Smith is still tied to this day for second all-time with 8 career All-American honors, trailing only Hall of Famer Damon Talley's 10 All-American nods, and he's tied with Greg Booth for All-American honors with 8. Smith collected 4 individual and 4 relay All-American finishes, competing between the years of 1997 and 2000. He's remembered most for his performances during the 1997 and 98 outdoor track and field championships. He earned 6 of his 8 All-American awards in the outdoor meets. An 8-time conference champ, Smith's best career finish came in the 400 hurdles during the 1997 outdoor championship. He finished in a time of 51.99. That's good for second in the nation, and that mark has held up for 15 years.
Wow.
That's the all-time record at CNU. What a career for Tony Smith from the track and field program. Rounding out our 5 new members of the CNU Hall of Fame, the class of 2018. Trey Bailey, Jesse Heavenrich, Brian Liebert, Eric Schulman, and Tony Smith.
And this has to be the youngest Hall of Fame class, or youngest looking Hall of Fame class I've ever seen, because they all look like they can still get it at each of their respective sports. They look really, really young and really in shape. Good for them.
They sure do. A great class of CNU athletes inducted here at halftime of our game, and they are posing for pictures now here on the court at the Freeman Center, holding their plaques as we wrap up the halftime ceremony and welcome again 5 new members, the 30th induction class of the CNU Athletics Hall of Fame. Back with more at the half right after this timeout on the Christopher Newport Pepsi Radio Network.